viewer wants to know how she can deal with her brother, who she can't get along with. She tries and tries. She's dealing with this for years. They can't even agree to disagree. It sounds like just everything is a hot button issue, and he will never ever admit he's wrong. Okay, I know you want to be close to your brother. And I think eventually you might be because things change in your life. And sometimes at different points in your life, you're closer to your siblings than other points. You could be just fighting like crazy as teenagers and early 20s, but then later on, when you both get married and have kids, all of a sudden you have all this in common. And your kids are friends with his kids, the cousins are really close. See what I mean? So it's not your future. Just because you don't get along now doesn't mean that things aren't going to change. Now, also, you've got to change your goal. I mean, I know you want to be really close to your brother, but that may never happen because siblings are completely different personalities a lot of times. And so you clash. And it might be his problem because I just can't stand people who will never admit they're wrong. That drives me just completely crazy. And with those people, I don't have any siblings, but if I did and that were the case, it'd be really difficult. Because it's like they lack empathy and they're almost grandiose. It's like the people that won't admit they're wrong, a lot of times they feel like they know everything and you know nothing. And it could be, I mean, there could be some jealousy involved. That happens a lot of times I've seen with siblings because he somehow resents you. Maybe you got more attention from your parents. I don't know. Maybe you're smarter, you're better looking, you're more successful. I mean, there could be any number of things. But the more that he resents you, the more he's going to try to put you down. And every little thing is going to be a fight because he's not going to want to get along with you. And he looks at you like you're the competition and he wants to be better. So he needs to bring you down. So in that way, you're not going to get along. So this is what I would do. Have small conversations surrounded by other people who can buffer the situation, like your parents. So if you know you're going to get into a fight and you know what the triggers are, avoid them. And make sure that when you see him, you're with other people. You only have a small amount of time, a short amount of time with him. You avoid any kind of the triggers. And I know, well, you avoid that, then what are you going to talk about? But baby steps, really. So you talk a little bit. Every time you get together, you talk a little bit. And maybe you can get through that wall. And maybe then as time passes, and this will take time, he's not going to look at you so much as competition because you're adults now. And he'll look at you like a sister. And he'll be like, well, why do I resent her? You see what I mean? I mean, because as you get older, you start needing your siblings more. I really do think that. So don't give up. Don't have high expectations for the relationship and just go a little bit at a time. Good luck.